students, hope you all are fine. In the last class, you studied Newton's first law, Newton's second law of motion. Today, we are going to discuss applications of Newton's second law. You already have known that Newton's second law tells us that the force is directly proportional to change in momentum and inversely proportional to time taken. That means when change in momentum increases, then force also increases because it is directly proportional. And if the time taken increases, force decreases because it is inversely proportional. Time is in the denominator, so it is inversely proportional to force. This thing you already studied in the last class. So now let us discuss the first application of Newton's second law. In our everyday life, we have observed so many things where Newton's second law is applicable. So I know most of yours favorite game is cricket, if I am not wrong. Okay, so and I know you all watched cricket match, right? So when a fielder is going to catch a ball, a fast moving ball, you observe that he always moves his hand backward. Why? Here the Newton's second law is applied. Let's see. So application. The first application is catching a cricket ball. So let's see how Newton's second law is applicable here. Okay. So you can see this picture. Okay. A ball is coming towards a fielder. Okay. If he gets directly, it's a fast moving ball. Okay. If he gets directly, then it will hurt his hands. But you never see a fielder gets a ball like this. You always see that a fielder move his hands backward like this to catch a ball. Why? You see, first, when a ball is coming, it is fast moving. That means its velocity, the velocity of this ball is very high. If the velocity is more, and you know momentum, momentum is related to Newton's second law. If you notice F equal to ma, and momentum, what is momentum? Mathematically we can say momentum is equal to m into v, mass into velocity. Since the mass of this ball is constant, mass is constant term, right? But sensing is velocity, so it moves fast, very fast. That means the velocity of this ball is very high. So momentum is mv. Momentum is, suppose momentum is denoted as p, so mv. So if ball is moving very fast, that means the velocity is very high. Velocity is very high and mass is fixed. That means momentum of this ball is very high. So if the fielder gets this ball, since its momentum is very high, it will hurt his hands when he gets the ball directly. if he doesn't move his hands backward. Okay, but you see, when the fielder moves his hands gradually, you see this ball gets time to reduce its momentum. Okay, when the fielder moves his hands backward, it moves backward, it takes minimum time. That means time increases. If time increases, force decreases. You see, because Newton's second law tells force is inversely proportional to time. So when the fielder moves his hand from this position to this position, it takes time. Time increases. That means momentum decreases, also the force decreases. If the force decreases, then the player will not get hurt. Okay, that's why it's a natural tendency that when a fielder catches a ball, then he moves his hands backward. Okay, so that the momentum of the ball, the rate of change of momentum of the ball gets reduced, so that the force got reduced. Okay, so the force is reduced and hence the fielder will not get any injury. That's why always a fielder moves his hands backward while catching a fast cricket ball to reduce momentum and to increase time. Okay, this is the first application. And the second applications, you may say, the use of seat belt in cars. So you see, these days all cars have belts, right? Seat belts for passengers, right? Why? To prevent injuries. But why? But how? Okay, so you see, if suppose accident, suppose a fast running car have to stop while in the moment of car accident. Suppose in a car accident, a fast running car stops suddenly. Okay, due to this, what happens? The car's large momentum, because it is moving very fast, so it has large momentum. So that's why it's suddenly when it brakes, suddenly when it stops, then the momentum is reduced to zero in a very short time. It doesn't get time. So when time is very less, so force is maximum. If force is maximum, then the passengers will get hurt. That's why stretchable seat belts helps the passengers to increase the time taken to fall forward, because the seat belts are stretchable and it helps the passengers to reduce time to fall forward. Okay, due to longer time. So if time increases, what happens? Rate of change of momentum decreases, and hence less force acts on them. So passengers may either get less injuries or may not get injured. That's why while you're traveling in a car or any vehicle, you must wear seat belts. Okay, it is all about applications of Newton's second law. I hope you all have understood.